Do you know the dates of the most important milestones as you approach your retirement? Well, if not, we are going to talk about what these dates are in our financial freedom video today, so stay locked in. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, certified financial planner and president and CEO of the Retirement Education Center.
And my name is Andrea Graves, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. For additional concepts on how to maximize your retirement, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos. So Carson, before and during retirement years, people have to be mindful of certain dates, right?
They really do. And that's one of the things that we're going to be talking about today. Because when it comes to, in this day and time, as you know, Andrew, everybody's always talking about how time is flying. And so that also applies to you approaching your retirement years. And there are absolutely important dates that you need to put on your retirement calendar so you don't miss out. And that is what we're going to be helping you with today in our financial freedom video. But before we get into that, there are 2 rules to retirement income that we like to give you. And Andrea, what are those 2 rules?
Well, rule number 1 is to never run out of money, and rule number 2 is to never forget rule number 1.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into our video today and talk about the important dates and milestones that you need to be putting on your retirement calendar.
So Carson, what's the first thing that people should put on their retirement calendar?
Well, I would think before people do anything, they need to really sit down with a qualified financial advisor and develop a fully written retirement plan for themselves. Now, it's never too early to do this, Andrea, because a fully written retirement plan, of course, is going to help you understand when, where, and how you can reach your retirement goals. It's going to also assist people in good and bad times so they can stay on track. And a fully written retirement plan is going to incorporate your risk tolerance. It's going to incorporate your retirement income goals. It's also going to incorporate your tax planning goals and your investment planning goals as well. So I would absolutely say that the first thing that people should put on the retirement calendar is to get a fully written retirement plan.
Okay, Carson, let's just say January 1st is a time that we can put the retirement plan on the calendar. So what about February?
I think that's a very nice approach that you're taking with this, Andrea. And so I would like to continue with this metaphor that you've created. And so let's talk about February now then. So this is absolutely what people should be putting on their retirement calendar for February, Andrea, to get an enhanced plan. When you're talking about enhanced planning, we're talking about taking a collection of your assets and finding out who owns what and where things are going to go to. So basically what we're talking about here is to make sure you sit down with an estate attorney to get a trust, a will done, to get your financial healthcare power of attorneys done. These are the things that you need to be getting recollection of in February after you've gotten your retirement plan completed.
All right, so now we're heading into March.
Well, let's talk about March. Let's just say that March, you're now at the age of 50. So in March, let's go ahead and put that on the calendar. You're at the age of 50. This is a very important age for many retirees because now you're able to boost your retirement savings, Andrea. At the age of 50 and older, if you have an IRA, whether it be a traditional IRA or Roth IRA, you're now able to contribute an extra $1,000 to that particular retirement plan. So for everyone, you can put in for 2023, $6,500 into a traditional or Roth IRA. But when you're 50 and older, you're able to give it a boost of an extra $1,000. So that means you can put in $7,500 into those type of accounts. Also, if you're contributing to your 401ks or your qualified plans, in 2023, you're able to put in $22,500. Everyone can do that. But when you get to the age of 50, you now can boost that plan up to $7,500 more. So that means you can literally put in $30,000 per year into your 401k. So the age of 50 is a very important milestone. You need to mark on your calendar to say maybe retirement boost month.
Okay, let's talk about April showers.
April showers, okay, we'll do that. So April showers, we need to be talking about a new age. We talked about the age of 50. Now let's say in April, we're at the age of 55, Andrea. Now, here at age 55, you have a very important rule that actually kicks in. We've done a very, very popular video on this rule. It's called the Rule of 55. And at this age, you're now allowed to take money out of your retirement plan if you've left your job. You can take money out of this retirement plan without incurring the 10% early withdrawal penalty that you get before the age of 59 and a half. So with the Rule of 55, if you have a qualified retirement plan and you're either leaving that job, maybe you were fired or you separated from that job on your own, if you leave the money from that 401k in the company that you were severed from, you can take those distributions even before the age of 59 and a half and not have that 10% early withdrawal penalty assessed to those dollars.
All right, Carson, well, this is kind of getting a little fun. So what about May?
Well, okay, May, let's just keep going. I'm glad it's fun for you. I hope it's fun for those who are watching as well. On your retirement calendar, when you get to May, let's just go ahead and mark this date as age 59 and a half. Now, we just talked about the age of 55 and how you had a certain special rule, the Rule of 55, that can assist you in taking money out without getting that early 10% withdrawal penalty. Now in May, you're 59 and a half now. So now, no matter who you are or what type of plan that you have, even if that money is outside of that 401k, you can take money out of your IRAs, you can take money out of that old 401k without being assessed that early 10% withdrawal penalty. Another important reason why 59 and a half should be marked on your calendar is because this is also a special date. If your plan allows you, and many plans do, I would say that, if it allows you to do this, you can do an in-service distribution out of that 401k and take control over those dollars. Your 401k may have limited investment options. That's why it's so important that you mark this date, because you can roll money out of that plan while you're still working there and be able to place it into your own IRA and be able to get more flexibility and more options with those retirement dollars.
All right, Carson, we're halfway through the year. So what about June's calendar? What should be on there?
Well, in June's calendar, let's just say now we're at the age of 60. Now, this is a very important age as well, Andrew, because at this point, I would want people to mark on their calendar as an important date to start thinking about long-term care. This is typically the age range, Andrew, in which many people need to really start thinking about protecting their assets from long-term care situations. We know that 7 out of 10 people that are age 65 at some point in their retirement years will have some sort of long-term care experience. Long-term care can be very costly, and it can cause you to deplete a lot of your resources that you've accumulated over your lifetime. So I think at this age, mark that age, June's calendar, as the age to start thinking about protecting yourself from long-term care.
Okay, so what about July retirement date? What should be on the calendar?
Yeah, for July, I would say we're moving up a couple of more years, and now we're at the age of 62. This is a very important date. Why? Because this is the earliest date in which you can start your Social Security benefits. Now, keep in mind that if you do start those benefits at this particular date, you will have a reduction of those benefits, a permanent reduction of those benefits. So you do have to think about that. And also, if you're still working, if you're making more than the actual earnings limit, they can withhold $1 for every $2 that you make over said limit. So it's extremely important that you consider your options when you're filing for your Social Security benefits at the age of 62. But this is an important date for many people because this is the earliest date in which you can first file for your Social Security benefits. Well, Andrea, the next milestone on the retirement calendar for August, I think it would be really more important for you to take it because I think it's more in your wheelhouse, if you don't mind.
Okay, the next day that you can add to your calendar is turning age 65, because this is the first time that you can start applying for Medicare. Now keep in mind that you have a 7-month window, 3 months before you turn 65, the month you turn 65, and 3 months after you turn 65 in order to sign up. Now remember, there's 4 parts of Medicare. Part A, which is your hospital coverage, Part B, which is your doctors and outpatient care, and Part C, which is your Medicare Advantage, and Part D, which is your prescription drug plans.
Okay, Andrea, thank you for covering August retirement calendar. Now, do you want to continue or should I jump back in? It's
Oh
up to
no, I think my time is done here.
your time is done here. Okay, no problem. I can jump back in and we can start talking about the month of September. And this is a very key age that I want you to mark on your retirement calendar because this is the month in which we're at our full retirement age for Social Security benefits. This could be age 66 or 67 depending on when you were born. But this is really important because unlike the age of 62, where you're going to receive a permanent haircut if you take those benefits at the earliest possible date, at your full retirement age, or also known as your normal retirement age, you will get 100% of those benefits. And another reason why this is an important month is because along with receiving 100% of those benefits, you can make as much money as you like and not have to worry about Social Security reducing your benefits $1 for every $2 that you make over the earnings limit. So now you're free to make $200,000 a year and never worry about one, your Social Security benefits being cut, and two, having the Social Security Administration withhold any of those benefits from you.
So Carson, now we're in the final quarter of the year, and that's October. So what should people put on this calendar?
Now we need to start thinking about the latter half of our life in retirement. Now we're at the age of 70, Andrea. Now at the age of 70, this is another important milestone as it pertains again to Social Security benefits. This is the latest age in which you can delay your Social Security benefits, Andrea, and receive those 8% delayed retirement credits. Now from your full retirement age up until age 70, you would have received 8% per year increases on your monthly Social Security benefits. At age 70, make sure you mark this on your retirement calendar because there is no reason to wait to file for your benefits past this age because you receive no more increases other than the cost of living adjustments, which you're going to receive anyway from delaying those benefits past the age of 70. So at age 70, go ahead and start taking those benefits and go ahead and start reaping the rewards of you delaying those benefits to that particular age.
So now it's Thanksgiving month, November. What can they put on the calendar for this?
Yeah, in November, we're at a different age now. We're at age 73, Andrea. Now, you really have to pay attention to this particular milestone because this is the age in which it can come with hefty penalties if you do not act. At the age of 73, this is the latest date in which you can allow your money in an IRA or an old 401k if you're no longer working there to delay in the tax deferment state. You have to start taking what is known as required minimum distributions from those accounts mandated by the IRS. And so if you do not take these minimum distributions, Andrea, you can be dinged up to 25% if you do not take those distributions out by December 31st of each year. So you have to make sure you pay close attention to this date. It is important that you work with a retirement advisor to help you continue to understand when you must take those required minimum distributions from your IRAs or other qualified accounts, because you do not want to be assessed any type of penalty, and you also must be aware of what those required minimum distributions may do for you regarding your taxation of your Social Security benefits, and it could also push you into a surcharge for your Medicare Part B and Part D as well.
All right, Carson, so this is the final month on the calendar for retirement. So what about 'tis the season, December?
All right, we're in December, so now we need to be thinking about what sort of gifts that we can actually look at that the retirement environment has brought to us. Now in December, a very important date that you should put on your retirement calendar is actually 2033. But in 2033, there's a gift from the Secure Act 2.0 that will, at the age of 75, will be the time in which you can take your required minimum distributions. So starting in 2033, that is going to be the new required minimum distribution date. It is now 73, but in 2033, the IRA, the old 401k dollars, will have longer to actually grow tax deferred. So because of that extended time period, you may have other strategies that you can maybe embark on, like doing Roth conversions that may benefit you from a tax standpoint. So for the month of December, just notate that in 2033, your new date, the gift that they've given you is to actually now have to take your required minimum distributions at the age of 75, not the age of 73.
So Carson, what is the moral of this video?
Well, the moral of this video is pretty simple. You need to sit down with a financial advisor to make sure that they put these milestones on your retirement calendar so you do not miss these important dates.
Well, Carson, this is extremely helpful, so thank you for your insight on this topic, and thank you for watching. And if you felt this information was beneficial, please like this video and share with others.
Please note that these videos are created for educational purposes only, and that you should always seek out your own financial advisor, your own tax advisor, and your own attorney regarding your personal situation. Also, if you are looking for an independent fiduciary advisor to help you with these types of complex financial matters, we highly recommend that you utilize the links in our description below and go ahead and schedule a 1-hour free consultation with us today.
After this video, please check out our other videos that will give you tips on how to maximize your retirement. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have questions,
we have answers.